Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. Welcome back to our blind playthrough of The Witcher 3. Check out this view. This is what Geralt has been doing in between episodes, is just, you know, standing here in awe at the spectacle, the pure spectacle of how gorgeous this land is. We're going to live in this village here, we've decided. I mean, until I go to another village and I decide that that's where I'm going to live out the rest of my life. Maybe Yennefer over there will want to join me. However, for now, Yennefer is very keen on us sneaking into this lab, which we're definitely going to do. But I did think perhaps before we do that, let's take a look at some of the character entries that we've picked up. Quite a few. Quite a few. All right, we'll make a start on it. We'll make a start of it. So Udalric. Jarl Udalric was an enigmatic figure to say the least. Some mysterious ill surrounded him, causing others to shirk his company. Oh, no wonder. Oh man. Oh, my heart. I feel so bad that I said no to drinking with him when he asked. I did it because the game basically said, you know, like, don't get drunk for this meeting. So I felt like that was important. They gave us so many chances to drink at that party and I turned them all down, I think, because I meant to, because I might ruin things if I drink. But I feel so bad I said no to this guy. I feel like we should have given him like a little bit more, you know, personal affirmation when we turned him down. You know, like, oh man, I'm happy to like eat an apple with you or have some food, but I'm just not drinking. You understand? I'm not drinking with anybody. It's nothing to do with you. I'm really happy to hang out with you. Geralt could not help but notice that Udalric did seem to be acting strangely, muttering to himself often and showing signs of suppressed panic, as if he lived in constant fear of something or someone. I'm concerned for him. Or he's going to do something bad. I'm not sure. Geralt was not expecting to meet Bernard Ducat, former head of Temerian intelligence, in such circumstances. Their relationship went back a long ways to the time when Ducat was leading an espionage operation in the Vizima Temple district, disguised as a fence named Thaler. Thaler the Fence was known for his gruff manners and extremely filthy tongue. Much had changed since those days, but Clogs the Cobbler, as Ducat now calls himself, was as rude and vulgar as Thaler had ever been. His exact role in the attack on Radovid was not clear, but considering his experience and professionalism, one could hardly expect him to share that information, not even with an old friend. I do respect that. I love that his picture is, you know, like he's got the shoes around him as well. Svanrig and Tuasich, I'm not sure how to pronounce that at all. A hard life awaits the child who cannot escape his parents' shadow. Following the death of his father, the beloved King Bran, Svanrig became the formal ruler of Clan Tuasich, which controlled vast territory in the Isle of Anskellig. Yet this quiet, mild-mannered young man seemed firmly tied to the apron strings of his mother, Berna, who sought to control his every waking deed. With such an overbearing caretaker, it was hard to imagine how Svanrig could ever grow into a man able to rule a mighty Skelliger clan in his own right. Yeah. I wonder if he will break free or if he's going to remain in her shadow. Ottrig and Hindar, Jarl Donar's grandson and heir, was the youngest of the claimants to Skellige's throne. He dreamed of the heroic deeds and daring raids he would one day lead his subjects in accomplishing. I love how so much of the clothing has little kind of ribbon tufts coming off of it. It's very fancy. Though Madman Lugos, Jarl of Clan Drummond, was nothing special in terms of size or strength, most men in the Isle still stepped aside when they saw him coming. It's because he's such a rude bugger. Eternally feuding with his neighbours, Lugos had a reputation for a furious and violent temper and managed to get into shouting matches with even the usually placid Donar and Hindar. Yet Lugos's biggest rival was Krak Uncrate, whom he accused of stealing part of his domain, which in his reckoning encompassed all of Ard Skellig. The clan's quarrel went back hundreds of years, and there was nothing to indicate it would end while these two fierce enemies lived. Lugos hated Krak with a passion dampened only by the laws of Skellig and the disproportionate balance of power between the two clans. Holgar Blackhand. I'm sort of a bit drawn to this guy. The dour-faced Jarl of Faro owed his nickname to the dark colouring of his hand and forearm, Left there by frostbite he suffered when his long ship hit an underwater boulder during a freak autumn blizzard. Even judging by Skellig standards, where pillaging and plundering are practically rites of passage, Holger was considered a brutal pirate and raider. This opinion surely resulted from the fact that he attacked the villages and ships of enemy Skellige clans with as much verve as he did the coastal settlements of Sidaris, Novigrad, and Nilfgaard. Look at his big fishhook, I don't know, necklace. I'm not sure what else to call it, but it's rad. That is rad. It's rad and it makes a big statement. Hjort. It is my humble opinion that the most one can learn from staring at the innards of a gutted animal is whether the poor beast was infested with parasites. Nevertheless, Hjort, like many other druids of Skellige, placed a great deal of trust in both haruspicy and chiromancy, and oneiromancy as well, though that's more understandable, dreams being the royal route to one's soul. So I love how Dandelion believes in dreams, but not any other magic. Word was that he commanded a great deal of respect and esteem amongst his fellow practitioners, having more than once accurately prophesied the future and interpreted the meaning of obtuse dreams. This druid was devoted to Clan Brokvar with all his heart, and his knowledge and ability made him an excellent advisor, one in whom the Jarl of Spikerogue, Udalric of Clan Brokvar, placed a great deal of trust. Hjalborn. The young Hjalborn was the nephew of Holger Blackhand, the Jarl of Farrow, and one of the claimants to Skellige's crown. Despite his young age, he had already managed to achieve some renown, both during overseas raids and while fighting the monsters dwelling in the dangerous regions of the archipelago. His deeds had earned him enough fame, name recognition, and treasure that he stood a good chance of being elected king. Ermion. Look at that hat. Most druids in Skellige differ from the deeply rooted continental stereotype of a grey-bearded old man in white robes bowing before sacred oaks, taming wyverns, and pestering local lords with petitions to add yet another species to the list of protected beasts. Huh, what an interesting list of activities. Ermion, Geralt's old acquaintance, was no exception in this regard. This stiff-bearded, spindly man was the leader of the druid circle in Skellige. He was also Jarl Crack and Krait's advisor on matters of magic and the mystical, as well as on any and all issues requiring more refinement than a well-timed uppercut or a hard-swung axe. Ermion was known to be obstinate and to have a tendency, quite rare in Skellige, to consider all possible consequences of a particular course of action before it was undertaken. All this meant that conversing with him demanded a considerable amount of time and patience. I wonder if his hat is kind of meant to be a little bit like a dream catcher. Donar and Hindar. Few Jarls of Skellige were as honoured and obeyed as Donar and Hindar, the eldest of their number. Despite his advanced age, he remained the active leader of his clan and its representative at all official gatherings. The only person able to break his composure was Madman Lugos, whose clan had long feuded with the Anhindars. Oh, right. I was just thinking, okay, before I was thinking that Anne signalled a place, but here it's so I'm guessing it's effectively the way van is used in several languages, from something. Donar's home was, like Freya's temple, on Hindarsfall. As befits a neighbour to the gods, Donar was famed for his wise, considered opinions and his piety. This last did not, however, extend to the gods of the continent, whose rich sanctuaries he had often raided in his youth. Well, we don't have that many to go through. Skellige sagas brim with praise for war chiefs and warrior braves of ages past, yet the saga of Krach, Jarl of Clan and Krait, and Lord of Kiertrold will outshine them all. It will sing of his strength, his courage, his wisdom, his generosity, his loyalty to friends, and his relentless pursuit of his foes. There will be few exaggerations in such a tale, for Krach, the mightiest of Skellige's Jarls, truly did possess all the traits of a hero. He aroused terror in his enemies. In fact, Nilfgaardian mothers would use his name to frighten their children into obedience, and all in that empire spoke in hushed tones of the infamous Turth Ismuir, the wild boar of the sea, who devastated coastal provinces during frequent and terrible raids. Geralt had known Krach for long, since a time when, as a young man, the Jarl had sought the hand of young Pavetta, Ciri's mother. And Ceres and Crate. While in Skellige, Geralt finally had the chance to meet Ceres and Crate, the younger of Crach's 2 children. Known as Sparrowhawk to her friends, she was as fierce and swift as this name would indicate. Ceres was an islander through and through and the spitting image of her father, having inherited all his courage, resolve and stubbornness. Dauntlessly, she sought to prove at every turn that there was no task she could not fulfill as well as, or better than, any man in the islands, including her older brother, Hjalmar. Cool. Bran. King Bran, the former king of the Skellige Isles, lived a long and storied life. When he finally felt decrepitude taking a hold of him, he went into the woods to hunt a bear, armed with only a knife, and thus ended his reign. It was remembered as an honourable and respected one, though some complained he preferred raiding to confronting the Isle's long-term problems, and that he let his wife's tongue wag too freely. Even though I kind of instinctively don't like her, and I suspect that she is, she is trying to take power and kind of be very manipulative. At the same time, letting your wife's tongue wag too freely is kind of puts me a little bit more on her side, honestly, to have people complain about that. Some connected the two, claiming Bran sailed out to fight overseas battles to put off dealing with the ones awaiting him at home. He probably did. He probably just was, he liked fighting. I don't know how I feel about these people doing raids and probably doing absolutely horrific deeds while they do it. But anyway, here we are learning about them. Blue Boy Lugos, Madman Lugos' sole child and heir, was a dour, strapping lad who was nothing like his father. His nickname dated from his childhood, when bruises often covered his body, supposedly from the rough and rowdy play Skellige boys engage in. Yet others suspected they came from his father's belt, rod or fists, for rumour had it Lugos Sr. did not wish to spoil his only child and thus punished him harshly for any minor cock-up or grander failure. Burner. It can be difficult for a woman to gain the esteem of knights and warriors not accustomed to seeing female hands on the reins of power. It helps little when, like Burner, widow of the King Bran of Skellige, the woman seeking power is filled with acrid disdain for her countrymen and their customs. One might argue that disdain is a valid reaction when, in the case of the passing of a man of power who embodies tradition, those customs call on her to follow long since outdated ritual and cast herself on her husband's funeral pyre. Justified or not, Burner's desire to rewrite age-old Skellige traditions put her at odds with the Jarls and made it unlikely she would be remembered alongside Calanth of Sintra or Meve of Lyria as a successful and revered ruler. Burner likewise refused to hide her disgust with the custom of choosing a ruler by vote of the Jarls. She dreamed of establishing a hereditary kingship in Skellige and thought the ideal dynasty to hold it was her own. Of course. Funny about that, isn't it? Starting with her and Bran's son, the youngest, Svanrig. Arnvald. So essentially she wants to make things, she wants more nepotism, less democracy. Arnvald, after Guthlaf trusted Seneschal to the Encrate Jarls, passed away. A portion of his duties were taken over by the Jarl's cupbearer Arnvald. This elderly Skellige did not possess the... Elderly? I guess so. I don't know, he doesn't look like what I would describe as elderly. Oh, wait. Past were taken over the Jarl's cupbearer. No, they are talking about him. I thought maybe they were talking about his predecessor, but no. This elderly Skellige did not possess the far-reaching authority of his predecessor, but still had managed to make himself irreplaceable in his few years in the position. His purview included not only stocking the larders and cellars of Caer Trolde, but also seeing to the needs of the keep's inhabitants, as well as the guests that visited it during feasts and other important ceremonies. Wow, I didn't think I would go through all of that, but that was just really, it was fascinating. I love how much thought they put into the characters and the story in this game. So it's kind of a joy. Like, we're going into a whole new story now, you know? I mean, although it does connect with the rest of the world, it really does feel like this is its own, quite, like, not isolated, but quite distinctive set of stories and history here. So it feels good to give ourselves a foundation in it. All right, Yennefer.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I thought you would lead the way, but I guess it's me. Don't come in yet. I'm just taking everything I can. I guess. Well, I kind of want to go in that door, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's bad. Oh.
Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a druid. Must be a real nature lover. Looks alive.
I'm a little worried that you say that.
Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
What do you mean, Yennefer? What's wrong with that? Maybe did he not?
Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
She don't like that.
100 loose an arrow if he saw that in the woods.
It's such a weird comment.
Looks alive.
Okay, so each of the animals, I guess, has its own. Boy, I'm worried about stepping into this weird mist. I tell you, why is there like a swampland here? Okay, so we obviously need to look at this bowl. I'm sure that these animals probably get the same. All right, and door and bowl. Let's look at bowl.
A basin of water.
For teleprojection, a reflection of Ermion appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it.
Oh, and hang on, there's a little chair there? Is that where... I mean, you said he appears on the water. Sorry, did I just see... Oh, it's... Hang on. Yeah, let's get a little light in here. Why not?
Are you all right?
Cut myself. The door's locked.
We cut ourselves?
The animals, they're alive.
I
Yen,
knew
watch
it.
out.
Oh no, I knew it. Hang on.
Monsters. Can feel them coming closer. They're everywhere.
That's one less.
Are they actually alive, or am I... I wonder if Geralt... Because Geralt just cut himself... Yeah. Geralt is...
Mushrooms.
Geralt. Geralt is,
To my mind, it's the center. That's one less.
Geralt... I think Geralt is hallucinating. I think he's been drugged. Like, what? You know, why else would there be that comment about...
Well, how long you gonna make me?
I'm sure that this isn't really happening, right? This is a dream. Yeah. Yeah, this is intended to...
What's happening?
You were hallucinating.
Yes.
You ran at Ermion's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
We never mentioned this again. That's really funny. But I actually want him to say this. I want him to sort of like own it.
Must have looked strange.
Yeah,
Your
I think it's
years
more
of
mature.
vigorous training at Kaer Morhen finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
I did my
Please.
best.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open.
Why don't you try it this time? There was
Let's go
drugs on
inside,
that
Geralt.
door. Ah, she magicked the door open. She magicked it open. All right. That's you know what? That's
I'll
not
lock
a
the
bad
entrance.
defense system,
We don't
though.
want to raise suspicions.
She's making sure. She knows. She's making sure she doesn't
Dear
touch that
Druid's
door.
Laboratory. We must search it thoroughly. The
Oh,
mask of Ouroboros must
I
be
found a
here.
rake. I found a hen fiber.
Wondrous world of insectoids.
Okay.
Ritual plants. Ah, what do you know? Raymond Marlove. A biography enhanced.
Well, I'm gonna search. Oh, hello. Ermion's
Letter bearing
correspondence.
Ermion's seal to the druids. Warns them about you.
Brother Druids, be forewarned that a sorceress has arrived on Ardskellig. Her name is Yennefer, and she hails from Vengerberg. I know you are immune to feminine wiles, and will not let a well-draped skirt— it is a well-draped skirt— muddle your reasoning. Nevertheless, I warn you not to be taken in by her intelligence and refinement. I know who Yennefer is. I do not, however, know the true goal of her stay in Skellige. I see no point in asking her this question directly, for Yennefer is known for her cunning and eloquence. She says not what she thinks, but what she wishes you to hear. I mean, in many cases, doesn't this go for most people? You must remember, this is no second-rate sorceress. This is a person who breaks bread with the rulers of the North and who most recently has been working with the Nilfgaardian Emperor himself. Familiar with courts the world over, she possesses an ability to manipulate that even the wiliest diplomat would envy. Yennefer has displayed an unhealthy interest in the site of the cataclysm we are striving to study. I have not given her permission to go near it, but I caution you to keep your eyes and ears open all the same. The sorceress from Vengerberg is a stubborn and effective manipulator. I know that in the past her and Crake's paths crossed. I suspect that she will wish to use this old friendship for some ulterior purpose. What that is exactly, I will try to determine. Once I do, I will inform you in a separate letter. May the power be with you, brothers. Ermion.
That brazen manipulator.
The shameless schemer.
Seems Ermion has real tobacco brought in.
I mean, that's an interesting thing to note. Will that come up? Ooh.
Skellige's tales about the wild hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of dead men.
Yes, that's the impression I had from what we learned before. The island folk of Skellige, like many nations in the north, hold a series of beliefs about the wild hunt as recorded in legends, myths, and fables. This horrifying phenomenon is said to herald the coming of war and misfortune. Characteristic of their tales and distinguishing them from their continental versions is that the islanders imagine the wild hunt not as a cavalcade of raids galloping across the night sky, but as a ghostly longship. I mean, can I just say that this sounds extremely accurate, because this is literally what we saw at the very beginning of the game. They arrived, right, in big, icy longships. The vessel called the Naglfar is said to be built of the claws of dead men. For this very reason, superstitious Skelligers removed the nails of their dead, expressly to prevent them from being used to fortify this ghastly ship. In many legends, the Naglfar sails out of Morhog, the land of chaos. I mean, that's really cool, though. Alright, I'm going to look at that last. The Corpse of Novigrad.
Goes in for light reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi.
Alexander Ho walked down the long corridor, delighted that the sounds of debauchery pouring out of the rooms drowned out the sound of his footsteps. The long-neglected brothel floor creaked and moaned, as though the wood regretted being witness to the lecherous scenes fed to it by this house of ill repute standing in the very centre of the pride of the northern cities. Ho had been generously remunerated for this visit by the wife of the silk merchant. She had long suspected her husband of dabbling with loose women during his working hours. So is this like a detective novel? The case had seemed simple enough, banal even, a cheating husband. How many similar affairs had he unravelled? The worst was that his employers never truly wanted him to bring irrefutable proof of their husband's guilt. On the contrary, in the heart of hearts, they always hoped his investigations would prove their husbands model citizens and their suspicions wholly unfounded. This time, it truly did turn out that the woman's husband was no whoremonger, despite the fact that his trail led Alexander to a place in which fleshly pleasures were bought and sold. The door in front of which he stopped, following the instructions he had received from the gnome at the entrance, had a small plaque with the number 16 on it. Unlike the other rooms, this one was enveloped in an unsettling calm. Ho turned the doorknob and pushed the door open, and what he saw behind it far exceeded his worst expectations. It's one of the most interesting books I've read so far, and I wish I could read the rest.
Dwarven triple mead.
So that was a quest item by the look. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it'll be something like finding the source of the mead. I don't even know if I've seen this bedspread before, but that's very pretty. Very pretty. Beautiful palette. Gosh, there's a lot to look at.
Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist.
He just had an extra little glance at that.
A goat carved out of lindenwood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork.
Oh.
That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
Ciri made this? Excellent, Ciri. Like, that's not simple. You know, like look at the detail and the angles in the leg. Like there's kind of like a big log trunk for the middle of the body, but like the legs are really, really, really well done. The White Frost. One can hear Ithlin's prophecy whispered at every market, garbled and reused by every village witch, delved into in any treatise touching on sooths and diviners, and in general saturating our common culture. We all know that the time of the wolf's blizzard approaches, the time of the white frost, and that the world will perish amidst ice. But few truly understand the meaning of these words. The self-proclaimed prophets who shout out Ithlin's words, mistake stars reflected in a still pond for the sky. Wow, that's a really lovely turn of phrase. For the White Frost is no legend or mythical apocalypse. It is a natural phenomenon that can be described in the dry yet precise language of scholarship. The renowned scholar of thorn studies have clearly shown that our world is not the center of the universe, but one of 1,000 such globes spinning in the endless darkness of space. This space is usually described as a vacuum. Dang, this person is pretty far ahead. Yet to do so is grossly misleading, for through this vacuum swims, invisible to the naked eye, the White Frost. We do not know exactly what the White Frost is, perhaps a microscopic dust that blocks the incoming light of the sun, perhaps infinitesimal particles of the sort postulated by Democritus of Banard, with the unusual property of sucking up warmth as a sponge does water. We know for a certainty, however, that thanks to the telescopic observations of elven astronomers, the White Frost, whatever it is, has already destroyed a great many worlds. The star systems in which it appears perish into lifeless hunks of ice over the course of a few decades. Why did I say 1,000? Furthermore, each scholar is agreed that the White Frost will one day come to our world. Ithlin's prophecy, though based on magic intuition and not scientific observation, thus appears to foretell the truth. Many mages are skeptical about the theses presented here. I recommend they carry out the same experiment I have conducted in my own laboratory using the spell Portus. It's lacking a space. Using the spell Portus Asterum. I'm being given like quite specific info here. Open a microscopic portal for 3.5 seconds to the coordinates, etc., etc. Yet before you do, dress in your warmest furs and ready an axe. I'm literally taking a photo of this on my phone in case I need these numbers. Once again, I'm kind of getting like Blueprints vibes here, or even Subnautica vibes. Yet before you do, dress in your warmest furs and ready an axe for breaking through thick ice. This is so fascinating for so many ways. It seems obviously extremely relevant for our quest here. But also, I'm blown away by like the level of scientific knowledge here.
Looks like Ermion places something in the statue's hand.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe it's the object that we've picked up for some reason. But I do want to look around some more.
Something else. Gotta look around.
There might even be other things we can pick up. But I just want to look at everything before I move on, obviously. Oh, a big pine cone?
Pine cone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
Huh. I wonder what the difference between a male and a female pine cone is.
A child's skull.
Oh. Okay. And then this map.
Look at this. A detailed map of the northern kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
Okay. Looks pretty dang good, though. I just took a photo of that as well. Just in case. So, I guess I'm drawn to the red text. Well, there's red text in a few places, but over to the left here, where there's some smaller aisles. I wonder what that is. Once again, I wonder if it's possible to learn a language in this game that allows you to sort of translate these things. I wonder also if looking at this has some hints for places of interest for us. Maybe so. I'm just seeing if anything in particular stands out. Like there's lots of little, I don't know, gates and, you know, things that look kind of like little castle bridges or forts. There's some seagulls, there's some boats. All right. Let's talk to Yennefer before we try objects.
Yes?
No, let's... Nope. Okay, I guess we're done. But there are still a couple of other things.
Ermien's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
And a sword and a stone, eh?
A sword and a stone. Things begging me to pull it out.
He tries immediately. That's so funny.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
Oh, we just looked silly. We just looked silly in front of Yenna. I'm sure she's used to it. That's very funny. Okay, all right. I see. I see. Oh. Oh, is it going to open when I put the correct... Can I look at it, though? Look, clearly we can see that there's... Have I missed any other objects? Okay, so this is what we have to work with. In terms of what we can actually put in there, I mean, I know the dialogue is going to tell me anyway. Pine cone, child skull, and the mead. I don't think there was anything else that we picked up. All right. Well, I am a little concerned. So let's save. How am I meant to figure out what goes in here?
Let's try again.
Oh, I haven't tried anything yet. I didn't try anything. I'll try a pine cone. I'll try the skull. Maybe a mug of mead. I'm going to say just from the phrasing, it's mug of mead. I am curious about what happens.
How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes.
I mean, it just looks like a hand that's holding a mug of mead, right?
Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Ermien enjoys jests achieved at the expense of others. I've a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here.
I wonder what would have happened if we put one of the other things in. But I was afraid to maybe there'd be negative consequences, but probably not. Oh, no, I was trying to walk away. I was trying to get, I'm not wearing my armor. Damn it. I've got to get into my armor. Whoops.
We've got it. We must return to the
Yennefer,
feast quickly before...
come on. Have you seen... Yeah. Alright, it's been a while. It's been a while. Hang on. Everybody just pause for a second. I've got to get into something, I mean, this is a little bit better in many ways. Glyph of Ard, however. Look, I can see myself using Igni more than Ard here, and this has got a lot of good stuff going on. I might wear my cool armor for this, honestly. Let's put on, what's the best pants we got? Everybody just pause for a second. I'm putting on pants. I'm looking at my clothing. I'm getting changed. I'm taking my clothes off and getting changed. Alright, so these look like the best things that we've got. We'll put on... We don't have anything better in terms of gloves yet. Yep. Alright, so that seems to be our good stuff. It is 10, 18, and 30% resistant to damage. Do I want to go... it's actually better, isn't it? Let's go this. Yeah, we're gonna give this outfit a try. Okay, all right, that's all good. That's all good. And this also doesn't have any damage to it. Oh, it's a little bit damaged. Can we hang on? Hang on. I'm just gonna repair my clothing. Hang on, everybody. I'm just gonna repair my clothing a little bit. It's a slight. It's slightly more than we need, but I'm going to do it anyway. Like, let's just get up to 100%. Great. Yay. Alright, that's good. Now, do I have the right... I probably just have the swords I want to use, don't I? Yeah, that's all good. Now, how about... Everybody, hang on. I'm just choosing some potions to use here. So it looks like we have a kind of... what are they called? Does it count as... It's Elementa, I think. In fact, sorry everybody, I'm just going to look at my glossary. I'm just going to look at my glossary. I think I'm dealing with Elementa, right? It looks more or less like a kind of a gargoyle or a golem to me. However, is there something that looks more exactly like this? It's not a necrophage, an ogroid? No. Oh, our Sylvan buddy. Godlings! My faves. My absolute faves. Not a vampire. Not a spectre. Yeah, I think it's going to be an Elementa. Oh my god, the botchling! God, that was such a long time ago. What a wild quest. Okay, alright, I'm sure that we're dealing with an Elementa. I don't know what this exact one is going to be, because I haven't looked at it yet, but in general, it looks like we're... Yeah, Elementa Oil, Igni, and Axii. Both Igni and Axii seem to be good. Quen, okay. And Dimaterium Bomb, Elementa Oil. Alright, I'll take that advice, thank you. So we definitely need... our Elementa Oil. Enhanced is good, so apply. And then maybe we'll just go with our good old standards. Vitality, stamina, immunity to poisons is probably fine. Yeah, we'll go swallow. We'll go injury to vampires, slows time, darkness, adrenaline points. Yeah, good old thunderbolt. I'm a basic person and I love just having more power. And sign intensity. Is this going to be too much? Possibly. What else have I got? I've got so many things now. Okay, cool. That's actually pretty interesting, this one. Each blow landed increases attack power until the fight ends or damage is taken. I'm sure that you can do very, very amazing things with this one. I guess I kind of just have a tendency for the sort of the dependable effects. Mounts never panic. Alright, thanks everybody. Which is, you know what, actually, this is the one. Can we equip this? I'm probably not even going to use it, but like, let's have it there just in case. Oh, I can't save. Alright. Oh, thanks, Yennefer. Appreciate it. Ooh. Oof. Oh, okay, he does. So this is what we've seen this before. Very, very similar sort of. We can really just kind of get 2 hits in. If I'm getting anything in at all. Am I not? I am. Okay. Alright, oh, it's nearly dead. Yay! Oh, it looked like blood came out there.
Hear that?
Smelled it. Gas.
Yeah.
Crate's still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
Oh, crap. Hang on. Can I burn the gas? Shit.
The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight.
What? What was the purpose of that? Okay.
Damn. I tore a hole in my dress. Wait a minute. I must mend it.
You know how to sew.
Please. I'll enchant a needle.
So maybe he was thinking about kissing her. That brought us to the room. What would we have appeared maybe somewhere different if we thought about choking and dying? Look, she likes a bit of flirting, and this is, this is the love of her life. Oh, I thought we were okay. All right. I'm sorry that I look terrible, Yennefer. I'm sorry. My face is
For what?
a bit of a
We
fright.
must talk to Pa.
Why? Think he misses us? Because I
There
missed
wasn't
you.
really much I could do. I didn't have a chance to clear my toxicity. Maybe this is fine for you. Well, how's your day going, everybody? Do you have anything fun planned for today?
Oh, no.
It's the
I missed you
unicorn.
too.
What?
When are you gonna finally burn this
It
piece
is
of
the
junk?
unicorn.
My heart couldn't
Oh,
take it.
jeez.
So many memories.
Oh, are we actually watching this?
Damn it, Geralt. Do you have any idea how much they cost?
Come
You know
here. We gotta hurry. Croc's waiting.
Is that so?
Am I gonna have to add censorship bars here? Guys, I really did not expect things to go. Goodness me, everybody. I didn't expect things to go in this direction.
Yen, let go of the mane.
I know you. I let go. You throw us off. Don't even try.
I did not expect that we were going to actually see any of that if that wasn't clear to you, and I certainly didn't expect that we were going to get
Missed you.
I missed you.
I thought that the unicorn thing was going to remain an implied joke. Oh man, I look
We ought
so
to get
bad.
back to the wake.
I look so bad, but hey, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. We've been saving ourselves for Yennefer this whole game. So good for them. Good for freaking them. You know, there are so few moments of light and love in this world. Good for them. Good for them. It made me feel very awkward. Hello, everybody.
We went out for a breath of fresh air.
The claimants to the throne will step forth in a moment.
After all of this time, my face is still an absolute horror.
There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you. And we'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that. Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forth.
So I wonder how this is going to go, because obviously a lot of these people are just thinking, yeah, you know, like they show off a bit, and some kind of, you know, on the spot democratic decision will be made, but obviously things are not going to go like that. All right. Oh boy.
My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe. Behold his will.
Pretty simple weaponry, I gotta say. Oh, you don't like. Go for it. Go
May
for
the
it,
best
girl.
man or woman win.
Well, we know who we want to win, right? Uh-huh.
What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to speak her of. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now.
I'm curious. I'm really curious about, like, how this is going to go.
How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood?
He's just a dad struggling with his
Remember well her
elder
nan,
daughter.
her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
God, my face.
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later.
It seems like that's what you want to
First,
talk about,
let's
dude.
speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything,
I'm really into
merely
this guy's
say the
purple
word.
embroidery.
I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it.
You are correct.
When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
He speaks the truth. Let's talk about Ciri.
Magic anomaly on Ord Skellig somehow related to Ciri, or so Yennefer believes.
It's my strong suspicion, but I can only know for certain by examining the site.
I saw the twisted forms, right unnatural. The druids were barely able to contain it. Explain to me, Yennefer, how Ciri might have caused this great catastrophe.
She is
I'm intent on
extremely
learning
powerful.
that very thing, which I will do as soon as Ermion stops hindering my investigation.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Ard Skellig's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
That sounds good. Thank you. I feel like we should say thank you.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it.
I like this guy.
Tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach.
I wonder if I should have said I'll
My
speak to him.
children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, He swore an oath to kill the giant of Unvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
Ah. Yep. Well, I'm sure that she's right. I mean, when they said he was like muttering to himself, I thought, yeah, is he actually muttering to somebody maybe? I don't know. Which, well, you know, cursed might not mean that there's a presence or, you know, possessed or something like that. But I don't know. I wondered about that. I want to ask all of these things.
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Stories
Think
in
she might be
Skellige are the
well?
best.
You
So
did plan
good.
to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalric further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother.
If this guy doesn't trust him, maybe I shouldn't
Who will
feel so
explain
bad for
why
him.
she's mistaken. She just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the
If
one
giants
on
are going to
Unvik?
be anywhere, they're going to
Aye,
be here, right?
Dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarach here on Ardskellig.
Clan Tordor.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It's true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Uska, the village.
From Undvik
But
to
that many
Uska.
lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
That's already what I was thinking, In. It's already what I was thinking. Let's ask this, and then
Can't
we'll
help
agree.
wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
He's too good a person to
number.
seek power.
Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugas would sooner see an Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
He's pretty dang wise.
If either Hjalmar or Ceres need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
But I can't be in two
No, we're
places
done
at once,
banking.
so I
Now
have
let's
to
get
do
to
one
work.
before the other.
We must determine if Ciri is still on Ardskellig. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay.
Oh, I've got so many things
A
to
successful
do.
feast on all counts, Krag. I will see you later.
I'm sorry about my face. I'm sorry that I look so scary. Okay. Oh my gosh, we have so many cool things to try. This is amazing. On top of that, we also came here with our own quests as well. So we have all of those things to try as well. Incredible. I'm super. I'm like a kid in a quest candy shop. I don't know which one I want to try first. So I'm looking forward to all of them. Cool. Look at this amazing tree.
Ah, they say all sorts of
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Gods like I'm talking to ye.
Fucking hell. Not bad.
Not bad. Interesting. Oh, what was that? Will I get in trouble for taking this? There are a lot of guards around. That's locked.
Ah,
I don't really know where I'm going, but I'm enjoying the journey, whatever it is. Hello, dog. Is this where we came in? No, this is not where we came in.
foreigner, watch your step.
I'm doing my best. Ooh, what's up here?
Stay out of trouble, or you'll answer.
Not even paying any attention to him. Am I gonna get? Hang on. Let's do a save. All right. Let's try looting. Yeah. Good loot here. Good loot. We've got that one. That's fine. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Enhanced racing saddle. Well, I can make some money off of that. Oh, some Gwent cards, but I can't seem to pick them up. Can't seem to look at the book or anything, actually. I can't really seem to do anything here. Pick up some dried fruits. Alright. So maybe that's the Queen's room. The guards will probably not like it if I take things right there, so I'll leave it.
Stay out of trouble, or you answer to me. Supper knives are good for picking your teeth.
Ah, okay, and now we're back here. Is there anyone to follow up with then?
Greetings, Geralt.
Hello?
With Bran gone, by my count, that makes you the eldest of the Jarls.
Aye, it does. And I trust it'll not be for long.
Wow.
Not like any of the others stand out, age you.
Nay, but I'll gladly pass the honor to the next in line. I've lived my fill, steeped my hand in the blood of foes, felt the warmth of the southern sun and the bite of the northern winds, the touch of women of the east and west. Now, I wish to die a death worthy of song.
Good luck to you.
What's new on Hindersfjall?
New. Lofferton lies in ruins. The garden's been devastated.
Sounds like things I can be involved with.
In short, everything's grand.
Bye.
Farewell.
Farewell. Farewell, or at least die well, right? That seems to be what your intention. Nothing over here. These guys have gone now. Holger Blackhand. I love this guy.
How are things on Pharaoh?
There as always. It's pissing buckets and fucking freezing.
See, you're bursting with pride.
No use cutting seal shit with honey. Pharaoh is a rock overgrown with pines, but with no need for war.
Can't eat pine wood.
But use it to build a longship, and you'll eat your fill of what others have grown and bred, after you've taken their wenches and their gold, burned their homes to the ground. That's how Clan Dimon lives.
I mean, everybody here, honestly, is quite horrific, right? Like,
Farewell.
but as far as being, I don't know, as far as being in this land, I suppose there's characters that I enjoy more than others. But they're not nice people. Hello?
Talk. Any news of Yelmar? His venture going well?
Nah. Tempted after all, eh? If you're itching to join him, it might not be too late.
I definitely will.
Maybe I should visit Unvik.
Ask at the new port. Clan Todorok survivors lie around there. They refuse to hunt the giant, but they're willing to talk.
Look at that person dancing in the background. No, this is we've just talked about all of this. Honestly, it's fine. I think it's just going to be the same amount of information. Everyone else is just guests. Hang on. What was that? No, priestess. Chicken. Rooster. Rooster, in fact. Sorry. Okay. All right. Well, maybe Madman Lucas.
Well, what is it?
Why exactly
Just out of
do they call you
curiosity,
Madman?
Why do they call you Madman?
Yeah! That's why.
Two clans on one island. Tough to be neighbors so near each other.
A neighbor is one who lives nearby, not one who stole half your home.
I mean, I don't know the truth of it, so I'm not getting involved.
In the days of Harold the Cripple. That was 3 centuries ago.
Doesn't change the fact they had no right. I'll rid Ard Skellig of crack and his brood yet.
Farewell, Lucas.
Good luck being you. Good luck being you, my friend. I guess let's... Alright, so this is where we head out then. Hey, doggies. Everyone's still blowing the horn here? No, they're... No, okay, the horn blowing is over. I'm so glad I got to see that. I mean, if I had just gone straight to the port and not come up here first, I feel like I might have missed the horn blowing. Or maybe when we came up to visit Yennefer. Oh, hello.
These continental dandies come a-strutting, then we gotta drag their corpses out of the inn.
I better not loot anything here. I've learned my lesson. Well, maybe. I'm trying to learn my lesson. Locked. Yeah, like maybe we still would have seen the horn blowing before the wake. Quite possibly. But I do wonder if maybe it was only available before the funeral itself. And if so, I'm very, very glad that I went up there first to see that, because that was totally magical. Totally magical. Nice. Can we go in here?
Praise the passing day.
Praise the passing day, I agree. Sorry to interrupt. Whoa, sorry, I got stuck on your door. I instantly wonder if I could walk across this roof, but I'm sure that I would fall to my death.
That caught a turn.
No. Yep. He gave me a warning.
Fucker.
I didn't take it. I just clicked. It's so easy to accidentally loot. Arr. He remembers me. He remembers what I did. Oh, that's the merchant. Okay, we already talked to you. That's fine. Okay. So... Here we are. Here is the actual... It is the veritable crossroads of deciding what we're going to take on first. Hello, Roach. Let's do it. Let's take a look. Let's do a little peruse. So, yeah, we can do the big one. We can go and meet Jennifer and check out the Cataclysm. Did I say Jennifer? Yennefer? I don't know what just came out of my mouth. And then we have a whole bunch of other things. So I'm not going to do the fist fighting or the Gwent thing. Look for a thieves' camp near the obelisk. Yep. Finding the lost sword. Cool. The Lord of Undvik. Yep. So that means going to another island or asking around as well. I kind of just like even doing the beginning part of that. Because that's nearby, right? Ask Udalric where Ceres is. Yeah, I mean, this one is just here. So, like, let's do it. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. I'll be back, Roach. Or, at the very least, you'll be back where I am at some point. Oh my god, so good. So beautiful. So beautiful. I love it here. I love it. So this is Jonas's inn. This is Jonas's inn. The Newport Inn. Over here, yeah?
Another one stricken come to see the truth.
Here we go. Alright, now when you say ask around, this guy's certainly got a name.
I'm looking for men from Undvik.
You've oars from the Isle, and I once cut those waters with nary a raist. Could trace you the shoreline in my sleep. A lovely excursion, if not for the bloody sirens.
I'm the one to ask. Me, your excellent Tartarok. He's over there. What can a bloke from Ard Skellig know about Undvik?
Heard you trilling a different tune when Hjalmar was gathering his crew. Your love for the Ancrate fade that quick.
That doesn't mind dang dire.
We've just got them arguing.
Yavar's from there, or so he claims. And you seem to know these waters. Why didn't you sail with Hjalmar?
Because that kind of expedition needs a true leader. And a whelp looking to collect bumps on his skull can only be its doom.
Smart.
Once I...
You'd rather sit in your arse nose in the air, you Zarakanian princess. Brave lad comes along. You sail with him. I'd have sailed with Yalmar if only those seahorses hadn't banjaxed my knee.
Oh,
Would
you've
have
all got
sailed
excuses,
instead of sharing a
don't you?
table with
And
a
you don't like
grumpy
other
barnacle
people's
like
excuses.
You'd sail with anyone who'd let you aboard. Cracks water included.
He's got nothing. He's got nothing.
You mentioned sirens.
Everyone's a little bit angry,
Anyone
huh?
in Vic?
So many. More on the other house.
Bollocks.
Once they attacked Lars and me when we were fishing. Before we could drive him off, they pulled Lars in the water and scratched me up so bad that... Oi!
Drive away the sirens? How's that work?
Ha! Plain to see you're no islander. With a hornwall's horn. One toot, and they plough and scurry off so quick the waves rock your boat.
Sounds like a pretty good technique.
Need to get to Undvik.
Another thrill seeker. Well then, listen close, lest ye end in a watery grave. Sail out of port and head southwest. Watch for rocks protruding like pricks out of the water. You'll have to do some tricky tacking to get past
Am I
them.
going to have to
Some of
actually
them
sail
shorter,
myself
just
here?
below the surface, so careful not to scrape right over them. They breach your hull, you're done for. Because just a few minutes in that icy water makes a corpse.
I wonder.
One time I remember...
Stick to the point.
Oh, he's telling us how not to die.
Fine. Watch for the currents, because they can drag you off course. Dash against the rocks even. With a bit of luck, you'll land on the same beach where Hjalmar landed.
I mean, wow. I wonder if we're actually going to have to sort of sail
Nice
like
talking
this
to you.
ourselves and
The
literally
time's on
watch
my
out
way.
for these things.
So long.
Fair winds to you.
Thank you. I mean, it sounds like it. Cool. Sail to the island of Undvik and search for Hjalmar. Okay, is there anybody else to speak to? I think I... Oh, it went weirdly quiet here for a second. Also, I've just noticed there are people hanging up on the rafters. I guess I can't speak to them. Everyone else is Skellige. Hang on. What was that? What's your name? Excuse me?
Freya smile upon you.
Skellige. Bard. Captive? Captive. My god. Captive. You know what? I guess while we're here, let's put our fancy clothes back in the stash. Oh, actually, I didn't need to. The whole thing is that I can actually sell them. No, alright, so let's leave them. I'll put one pair of Skellig breeches back, so we've got one, but everything else is... We've got doubles, right? Cool. Yep, sounds good to me. Great. Alright. I think that's that. No, that's locked. I can't get out there. Out here. Oh, hang on. This guy's got a name too.
Every man on the continent, so...
What do you want?
I'm looking for people from Undvik.
They're dead.
See now, I heard many survived.
Stubborn, get your... What do you want to know?
You there when the giant attacked?
Aye, I was. One of the Jarl's personal guards. I failed him.
Oh, this poor guy's not doing
credence to
well.
what the priestesses said. That we'd be punished for robbing the earth of iron, forging it into blades that men kill one another with, that Freya would punish us. Perhaps they spoke the truth.
Jarl of Undvik. Tell me about his death.
Jarl Harald Houndsnout.
Houndsnout.
His whole crew died that night. Wilmar, Wilfred, and Wilhelm.
All of the wills.
I reached them too late. Saw the giant dash Wilmar against a rock.
Yikes.
He fell right beside me. All his bones broke, wriggling like a salmon on the sand.
Oh my god.
Harold was dead by then.
What? No, Jarl fought like a bear. Slicing and dodging and hollering, then slicing again. Couldn't save himself, though.
How did you
Tell me
manage
your
to
tale,
survive?
my friend.
First I heard the giant growl to those flying sirens. Damn me if he weren't giving them orders.
Under stress, men see all kinds of things.
I know what I saw. Rushed to help the Jarl, but one of the cunts sunk her talons in me, lifting me up.
Wow.
Tried to take me to their nest. Pecked me apart, I reckon. But I broke loose of her grip. Plummeted from quite a height.
I am on the edge of my seat for this
Couldn't
story.
stand. Last thing I saw, swarm of sirens swooping down on the Jarl, thrashing round him. He yipped, he yelped, he screamed, he hollered. Then silence. The men escorting the women and the children to the ships took my unconscious flesh away and brought me to Ard Skellig.
That was a fascinating story, and I have to say that saying time I was on my way doesn't feel like the right way to respond to that. But thank you.
I should go.
Yeah.
Oh God! So, all we got out of that was Axel's terrifying tale. Really? Are there any others around here? You're all Skelligers. You guys, I can't. You're Survivor. Okay, you're Survivor. So Survivor and Captive, but I can't speak to them. You we've talked to. Fisherman, Boatwright. Oh, okay. I'll leave you two alone. Cool. Right. That's a nice start to things. So, however, I don't think I want to do the next part yet because that means leaving. I'd rather head to something that's a bit more local first. Where is this one located? A little bit in. Oh, so cool. And there's a quest over here. There's so much to explore. I'm so excited to just go and find some other things. Okay, so that's that. That's that. Oh, hang on. Other way. Oh, okay, over there in Svorlag. Got it. Okay, cool. And then in contracts, talk to witnesses of the Drowner attack. I expect this will be close by. Yeah, just there. So that might be the next thing to do. And talk to Sven about the contract on the Woodland Spirit. No entry. That is interesting. I literally don't think I've seen that before. And that's down there. Oh, so exciting. So exciting. And then, but then some of the other things I had also were also related to Skellige. But yeah, okay, so we've got treasure hunts here. That's very cool. What about this one? Oh, okay, one over there, one all the way there, and one down here. Got it. Okay, something there, and then a couple all the way over here. Alright, and then three around this island. Oh, there's so many things to find already. So many things to find. I'm just gonna... So this is a pretty big village. There's a lot of smaller sort of villages, I guess. Yep. I wonder, like, what the largest town is going to be. Maybe more, yeah, I can't see one that sort of stands out as being, like, the bigger... Like, this seems to be sort of the biggest place on the face of it, but... Awesome. Okay, and then, yeah. Cool, alright, I think... Thieves Camp, what was it? Meet Yennefer at the site. Actually, where is this? Where is the site? She said south, where there's a clearing. Oh, when you say south, you mean actually not really south. You mean south, pretty much southeast. Okay. Pretty much southeast. Alright, that's cool. Like, we're starting to get our spatial bearings. Contract. Talk to witnesses of the drowner attacks. Let's do that. Over at the port, yeah? Hey, kitty. Yeah, this is nice because this is like the first one that we kind of picked up here as well. Hang on, we've got someone here. Boatwright's apprentice.
Rurik, right? Heard you were on a boat the drowners attacked.
Aye, I was. With Ulf, my cousin, gathering our crab traps off the Kierig cliffs. Ulf was pulling up a line.
I'm feeling
having a hard time
not good about Ulf's fate.
Grand, I thought, cage has got to be full, it'll be a good haul. Then something tugged back and down. Weren't a blink and Ulf was underwater.
Uh-oh.
Called after him once, twice, thrice. Then the water went red with blood. And I smelled something horrid. Rotten, but worse. And the Muir Diablin flipped the boat. Don't even know how I made it ashore. Must have had Freyr watching over me.
That,
horrible.
Or the monsters had eaten their fill. Thanks for the story.
Sorry about making a comment on the very sad death of your family member. And then someone up here.
Are you Tove? I was told drowners killed your husband.
Then you were told right. First the sea took my son, and now my man. I'm the only one left.
Oh, so sad. I'm sorry, Tove.
He went out fishing and didn't come back. My man would walk out to the Kierig cliffs every day to watch for his boat. I told him he cannot bring him back to life, and that he could die himself. We'd heard about drowners, but he couldn't sit still. Donned his old coat and went.
That's so sad.
He didn't come home. I fetched me brother, grabbed a torch, and we went looking for him. The Muir Diablin, sea fiends. They'd clawed him so bad, I only knew him by his coat.
Small
So
comfort,
sorry.
I know. But the drowner problem will soon end. I promise you that. Farewell.
Poor woman. Okay. Got some very sad stories here. I'm gonna look forward to solving this problem. Alright, and okay, so that's we're done with speaking to the people, and now we're actually heading to the site itself. Okay. Alright, but once again, with this beautiful site in the background, I'm gonna have to leave this episode here, but we will go and bring about vengeance for all of these poor people and do some more. We're finally going to get to branch out. This has been a really, really brilliant start to the beginning of Skellige, because we've had not only like, oh, I just saw a meteorite again. We've had like a really beautiful, majestic introduction to this astounding land, but then we've also been dropped right into the heart of the politics here, and we've learned so much about so many of the characters and about the history and all kinds of things, and now we get to kind of branch out and go and have fun exploring and doing quests and all kinds of things. It's really just been so brilliant, and I love it here. Bless you. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and as always, any likes for the video, any subscribes for the channel, and comments, excuse me, drunk man, are much appreciated. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.